Hello, Nigerians. Should I say Happy New Year? Because I haven't done any broadcast since the year began. Blessed 2024. I believe you're going to enjoy the release of God's blessing in spite of what is happening in the nation. God is able to turn around things. As you may have seen, the title of today's broadcast is Nigeria, What to Expect in 2024. Well, I want to welcome you all to 2024. This is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. Let me know where you're watching me from. The background music you're hearing is a copyright-free background music. And so I want to welcome all of you, what to expect in 2024, especially everybody that's in Nigeria or a Nigerian, within the borders of Nigeria, the other parts of Africa, or anywhere abroad. Well, I don't know what to say. There have been so many predictions, and the clergy, pastors, bishops, apostles, prophesying as usual. And I always ask the question, that, okay, how come all these people that do predictions, all these people that do prophesying about what's going to happen in the next year or in this year we are in, how come they can't really get to pick up when there's danger coming to the nation? How come they did not pick up the danger that was coming with this kind of fraudulent elections that took place in 2023? How come they did not tell us? Many of them were actually saying that Tinubu was not going to be president and he will be arrested. So sad. And so we want to see true predictors or true prophets that will come out and tell us the truth. What is God saying? Not their wish, not their own, just coming up with their own cooked up ideas or what they dreamt at night. And there were prophets that said if Tinubu becomes president, they should be stoned. And so I don't know whether we should go after them and stone them. Well, jokes apart, 2024 is here. Please go ahead and share this broadcast with as many people as you can. Go ahead. Let me also know where you're watching me from. I want to appreciate you all. I'm going to take some time because I haven't done a broadcast in this 2024. So I want us to spend time together. Patiently follow me. And if you have just joined, welcome. Thank you for joining me in this broadcast. This is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. Let me please know where you are watching me from, where you have joined me from. I see Francis Daweno. Where are you watching? Thank you for joining. I see Mishak Okoba. Thank you for joining. I see who else is there. Let me know where you're watching me from, but I want to say thank you. So what next? What should we expect in this Tinubu fraudulent administration for using a stolen mandate? How can a thief steal what belongs to you, but he wants to show you how he will use it? He steals your car, but he wants to show you that he can drive it better than you. Steals your house or invades your house, takes over your house, but he wants to show you that he can manage the house better. No wonder we see what is going on with them. Shei, thank you for joining from Canada. Afami, thank you for joining from Ebonyi State. Let me know where you're watching me from, but thank you very much. Please go ahead and share the link. Let's get many more people to join us even in today's broadcast. Okay, so what will Tinubu's government of 2024, or what will Tinubu's government do that is different in 2024? What will they do different to what they already started doing? Thank you, Ariomi, watching from Dubai. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Please go ahead and share the broadcast with as many people as you can. I see Mishak from Italy. Thank you for joining. So we are discussing. Let's talk. Leave your comment in the section, section. Let me know what you have to say. Do you foresee that there will be any change with this Tinubu's administration. We already see what is going on. So I need to hear your take on this. Do you know that Nigeria is already deeply in debt as we talk right now? And whether you have how many administrations to come, if they follow the same line, the same way that Buhari ran Nigeria, and then they go on with the current way that Tinubu is running the nation, I'm telling you, it will take many regimes, in fact, let me even say generations, before Nigeria will get out of debt. Because Tinubu doesn't really care. The people around him don't care. So they want to run the nation down. And we'll talk about the issue of security. I mean, that's even nothing to talk about. Tinubu has no plan for security. And you know, it's alleged that his deputy, that is Shetima, is one of the sponsors of insecurity, Boko Haram and the rest. And so, I mean, did you hear, I don't know if some of you heard what the chief of the army chief came and said, that, you know, this insecurity, or what happened in Plateau State, what happened in some of this insecurity that we are seeing now, that it is sponsored by people that want to destabilize or discredit Tinubu's government. How can somebody in his right mind think like that? Let's say a nation is invading our nation, Nigeria, and the army cannot do something, but they want to give excuses and lay blame on others. But okay, why are you there as in the army? Why are you there as the army chief? Why are you there as the ones that are supposed to ensure that there is security? But you are giving excuses. What a shame on you people. And I'm telling you, it's really not about firing them, because the foundation itself is faulty. Tinubu is sitting on a stolen seat. He is using a stolen mandate to administer the nation. How else is he going to govern, knowing that there's no truth in him? A person that came through forgery, a person that bribed his way, bribed INEC, and then you expect him to come and do something good? And we're hearing that the Minister of Education is coming out and saying they're going to go after people that are using forged certificates, because somebody went, I don't know whether it's maybe an underground, somebody that, a journalist that went to Cotonou, that is to go and get this thing, a certificate within weeks, and graduated, and even went to serve with did his NYSC service. And that is in Nigeria. So why should they be going after such people when the so-called number one citizen is using a fake certificate, a forged certificate? Then I don't know whether they have memory loss or they're just psychopaths that don't have understanding, because psychopaths have no feeling. They will do one thing this moment and the next moment do the other, and they don't really care. In fact, sometimes they don't even know they've done something wrong. That's how psychopaths are. And so that's what's happening. And instead of going after Tinubu, who is using a fake certificate, and they want to go after other innocent Nigerians. Shame on you people. So the issue of insecurity, I'm telling you, Nigeria, we need a state police. Or let me say, Nigerians should be allowed to protect themselves, self-defense. Because the police is not doing it, the army is not doing it, and some of them are accomplices. They are the ones aiding it. How can an entire community be raided, people lose their lives, and they go from one village to the other killing people? And it's always, they always sometimes announce this, and the security agents know ahead of time, but they say, we don't have the manpower, or we don't have the cars to go out, or we don't have the ammunition to go out. But where are these bandits getting theirs from? The terrorists, where are they getting it from? And who are the people behind the terrorists? How come we have never been able to apprehend them? But when innocent Nigerians stand up to defend themselves, immediately we see the security agents coming in there to say that they're showing that they know how to go after people. And so that's very, very important. So we are not seeing any answer to the security challenge that we have in Nigeria. The economy is being run down by these people. See what the way they are wasting money. See the kind of budget. And after this budget that was inflated, bloated, that they did, which was actually more on just waste and waste, spending money on things that will not advance Nigeria. Nothing about helping with education, with health, and innovation, where they will have industries and create jobs for people, create an environment where people can really think and do their work, where there is security. They're not thinking that. It's all about lavish spending on their own selves, buying cars that are expensive. Instead of buying locally made cars, they go after cars that are imported. Why? Because that's where they're going to get their cut from. Corruption, corruption, corruption. And so we need to ask ourselves, where are we heading to as a nation? We need to make sure we get these questions. And we ask these questions. Every Nigerian should, in fact, you see what Peter Obi is doing. They say he came number 3, but Peter Obi virtually is the only one that is, going at is questioning what this government is doing. And some of the people around him, people like Okonko, people like Aisha, and some of the others. And of late, we hear people like Sani Shehu speaking. And so the question is, what are the other Nigerians doing? You're just going to lie quiet and wait. If just 8 months or so, Tinubu is already messed up the nation. His regime is running Nigeria down into a pit. And you still wait until after 4 years. And you think Tinubu will let go after 4 years? He's going to make sure he fortifies his grip on power. And he will use crooked means, because Tinubu doesn't know how to do anything in a decent way. So that's why Nigerians, I'm hearing somebody saying that they can't hear my voice, that there is no volume. Please put on the comment section if you can hear me, because somebody is saying they can't hear me, and I don't understand, because I'm speaking very loud. So please leave in the comment section, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Let me know if you're hearing me or not. It says no volume, no volume. So please, Ogunanyi Lawrence, please check maybe from your side. I don't know, because here it looks like everything is fine. Okay. Rem said he can hear me. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Lawrence, please check your side. Maybe there's your own device that you're using may be the challenge. Okay, so we're talking about 2024. What are we expecting? Are we just thinking that, well, let's just let them, they're already in control? Well, they're already in control, let's allow them. Are we just going to fold our hands and say, well, it's over? That these politicians are like that, let's just allow them. If we allow them, we are actually giving them a permit to destroy our nation. And the time that change comes, we may have no nation. We may actually have, it's like they have destroyed everything. If we have the likes, let's say somebody like Peter Obi gets to come, and he will come to a nation that's already been destroyed. Imagine what it would take, the resources it would take, the time it would take to rebuild what these people are destroying. That's why what we have to do is take a stand in a revolution. I have called for a revolution over and over. And some people think, well, why are you talking about a revolution? Let's just wait until 2027 and then we'll go back to vote again. You know these people are corrupt, especially APC. They are doing everything to ensure that the voice of the people does not matter, that the will of the people never stand. So this is the time that we must do something and make sure we take our nation back. As I said at the beginning, that prophets are prophesying, predictors are predicting and saying that, oh, this nation, I was hearing, is it Papa Adeboye, and I'm not disrespecting him, but he was saying that things are going to get worse, and then later on they will change. I don't, thank God he said he's not a prophet, but I don't think we need such words right now. Nigerians, the thing we should be asking ourselves and talking to ourselves one-on-one is, what should we do to take our nation back? Not predictions. Because what does the prediction do? Is it changing matters? Because some of these people that are giving predictions and prophecies, everything is fine with them. They have food, they have security around them, they have everything that they need. But the suffering masses are the ones that will be left to suffer from one regime to the other. Then later some people come and be using prophecy on us. And my question is, how come those prophets never see when there is a terrorist attack about to happen? How come they don't know there are kidnappers that are on the way? How come they don't know that we are about to have an evil, illegitimate government? And then all they want, well, let me not go that direction. But I'm telling you, Nigerians, it's up to you what you do. 2024, if you are truly tired, sick and tired of suffering, you're sick and tired of being insecure in your own nation, where you can come out and freely move on the street. Even during the day, you can't travel on the road because you are not sure of what will happen to you. People will leave their houses, they are not sure if they will ever return. You're trying, the little strength or the little time that you put into trying to make ends meet, to have food, to put food on your table, or on your to provide for your children, you are still not sure that you will have safety wherever you are going to run your business. Because you talk about hired assassins, they are everywhere. Kidnappers are everywhere. Then they demand ransom. From which money? You don't have the money, yet they are demanding ransom. Do you hear some of these top politicians, such things happen to them? And even if it does happen, they have the money to pay for the ransom. So which nation do we want to see in 2024? Again, I want to welcome you to 2024. And I'm not a pessimistic person. I'm an optimistic person. I believe in being positive and seeing possibility in the future. But you know what? We can't feed just on that. We need to rise up and do something as a nation. Waiting for things to happen on their own. Things don't happen. People make things happen. All the inventions we have today, even now me talking to you online, somebody did not just sit down and pray in the church or in the mosque to expect things to happen. They use their brain. Nigerians, let's start to use our brains. We can't continue like this. It's enough of this suffering, unnecessary suffering. Actually, I call it self-affliction. We are the ones afflicting ourselves. And then small time we go for weekly mind therapy, either in the church or in the mosque, or wherever you go to for yoga or whatever. Even though I don't believe in yoga. I'm a Christian and actually a minister. But you know what? I've realized that even God gave us the right to decide our destiny. He didn't leave it to us. We are to choose where we want to go. He has done what he needs to do. He has blessed us. He has given us resources. What will Nigerians blame God for? God has given us everything we need. Talk about brains, we've got brains. Talk about resources, natural resources, we've got human resources, we've got. So no Nigerian should be suffering. This suffering is self-afflicted by these few wicked, evil, greedy, selfish politicians. And not just them. I don't blame them alone. But the silent majority that have given them the right, the liberty to do as they wish. And they're just saying, what can you do? These people are wicked. Let's just allow them to continue. No, we have to be the ones to say enough is enough. This revolution can start with you. You're saying, oh, Haruna, you come and do it. Come and do it. Bring your children or your grandchildren to do it. You, this old man. Listen, at my age, I don't have to do what I'm doing. I can just be quiet. I'm living a good life. I'm not struggling. I have a house. I have cars. I don't struggle to eat. My children don't struggle to eat. But I'm not just thinking about myself. I'm thinking about our collective interest. If one Nigerian is going to bed without food, it doesn't matter what I have. Doesn't matter what money I have in the bank. Any true Nigerian that has a heart and has a feeling of humanity and fears God, you should not think about yourself alone and your children. You should be a person that must think about others. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I started this broadcast since 2023. I've not been into politics. I'm not a politician. I don't belong to any political party, nor do I plan to join one. I'm just a Nigerian that's concerned about the suffering of Nigeria. When I travel around the nations of the world, I see how Nigerians are making inroads, how they are impacting the nations they live in and work in. But then when you come back home and see the unnecessary, self-afflicted suffering done by the ones we call leaders, they ask to be voted, and when they get voted, they go in there and they forget the people that voted for them. And some people are thinking that maybe one day it will change, like that it will change. Many of these people are not going to change. Only you as a citizen must take a stand and say enough is enough. We are not going to continue to suffer unnecessarily under the hands of these wicked politicians. Politics is not the solution. It is people rising up to say enough is enough. We want to take our nation back from these evil politicians. Start speaking out. If you're on social media, speak out. You're with your friends, speak out. Don't just go drinking around and partying around and say, well, Nigeria is finished. I don't believe in Nigeria again. I'm going to jackpot abroad. If those nations you want to jackpot to, they destroy their own nations, where will you jackpot to? And many of these wicked politicians have houses, they've got businesses, they've got mansions abroad. Their children are living abroad. And they're enjoying it, but they come back home and run the nation down. Then have their money stuck in foreign banks, in banks where you may never trace. And that's why they don't care. Even if they leave, they're already settled. Their families are settled. Or they have, do you know many of them have offshore accounts with billions upon billions? So they don't care about you. They don't care about me. You have to stand up and fight. If you're not fighting for yourself, or you don't want to fight for yourself, at least fight thinking about your children yet unborn. This February, I'll be turning 68, but I'm still speaking like this. Some of you are still young. You are teenagers. You are young adults. But you can't speak. You just want to, be on Twitter. You want to be dancing to Davido, dancing to Wizkid, dancing to Rema. They are making the money. Where will you get? You don't even have food to eat. And then you're there celebrating the celebrities. And I thank God that they are doing something to put the name of Nigeria on the world map. But is it adding to your own money? Is it helping you to have food to eat? That's why you must also rise up and do something for yourself than partying around and going and doing yahoo, then you get caught and you're in jail. Stand up and take your nation back instead of doing yahoo, partying, wasting your life. And these politicians don't care. Many of them are in their 60s and 70s. They're only thinking about themselves. A few of them that are in their 50s. And you are young, but you are afraid to take a stand to protect your nation, to salvage your nation from the hands of this wicked, evil cabals, wicked, evil politicians that are there, not for your interest, but for their own selfish interest. You are responsible for the Nigeria that you will have tomorrow. And if you don't do it now, don't think somebody prophesying to you and tell you, oh, this nation is going to change this year. It is God uses people to change nations, not angels. Anointing oil is not what will change Nigeria. Anointed stickers will not change Nigeria. And that's what some people do. They run to churches thinking that if I can just go to church, they pour oil on me. They've been pouring oil. Jonathan's regime poured oil during Buhari's regime. Some were even cursing Buhari. Buhari will die. He will not make it to the second term. Didn't he do second term? People that prophesied that he will not make it. Didn't he finish? People that prophesied that Tinubu will be arrested. Is he not commander-in-chief now? And I'm not despising prophecy or your religious prediction, but I'm just saying, let's be true with ourselves. Let's be frank. What is not working is not working. Let's rise up and start to ask ourselves some questions. God has given us Nigeria. Don't leave it to somebody to call you on an all-night prayer and prophesy. Then you feel a relief for that moment. Then back to your poverty, back to your struggling. Then you wait for another Sunday or maybe another Friday if you are a Muslim and you go to the mosque. And I'm not saying don't believe in God, because you can work hard, you can do whatever, but without God's help, it will amount to nothing. But I'm saying don't leave it to God. God has given you Nigeria in your own hands. Take it and make out of it what you want Nigeria to be. But it will not happen when you have these wicked, evil politicians being the one that should decide your fate, that should decide your destiny, decide what happens or does not happen. That's what they are already doing. They are running the nation down. There's no truth in them, and they have no humanity in them. They have dead consciences, most of them. So only you and I can change Nigeria. And it's not, okay, it will change in the by and by, change in the by and by. Nigeria needs to change, not in the by and by, but change now. And you and I are the ones that must bring about that change. Well, I don't want to talk too long. This was supposed to be a new, welcoming you to 2024 with my first broadcast. And I want to appreciate you for joining and being part of it. Please help me share this broadcast with as many people as you can. I watch it over and over. Every Nigerian needs to hear what I'm saying. 2024 is a year that all of us must team up together, whether you're from the north, south, east, and west. Let's take our nation back from these charlatans, from these political rogues, these ones that know nothing but theft, corruption. And everything is about themselves, not about the people. Don't ever allow somebody to lie to you, thinking that these current politicians are thinking about you. Not at all. They are there for their own selfish interests. So we need to take our nation back. Well, I want to just appreciate you for being part of today's broadcast. I want to know again where you're watching from. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. Let me hear what you have to say about the way forward 2024 as it has to do with this illegitimate government of Tinubu and his group or his team of rogues. So I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. And I wish you a wonderful year with the release of God's blessing and God's covering, protection upon you and your family. I wish you the best that you wish yourself. And we look forward to a greater year ahead and a greater Nigeria, and God helping all of us to do the right thing so we can take our God-given nation back. May God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Once again, this is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. Thank you very much. Well, shout out to all of you there. I don't have the time to call everybody's name. I see Rem, thank you. Samson, thank you. Let me try and use maybe a few seconds to just appreciate people. Samson is watching from Abuja. Let me know, please. Comment, leave a comment so I can acknowledge you. But it's been so many people. Okay, I see Amen. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Is it Pascal? Thank you. Amen, Pascal. Thank you. Who else is there? Let me see you. Adegboyega. Thank you. From Arizona. Wow. Oh, is it hot there? I see Hannah Okomo. Happy New Year to you, Hannah. Who else is there? Quickly. I want to go offline now. I want to stop the broadcast. Let me know who is there on YouTube, on Facebook. Let's greet. Happy New Year. Blessed New Year. You will enjoy God's supernatural release this year. Blessings on you and your family. Well, you know what? I need to stop now. It's getting too long. Wow. Thank you. Okay. Signing out. This is Haruna. Bye-bye. Oh, Wallaby, you're the last, I think. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.